Alright, hey YouTube, what's up? TeamAznFTk here. Giving you guys a little, not really deck profile, more like a deck analysis of different decks out there that I think are pretty interesting or good out there right now. So yeah, let's get to it. First off, start with card curries. There's different builds for card curries, like straight up card curries, psychic card curries, card curry plants, machina card curries. Yeah, those ones pretty good. Basically, they card curries. They just search each other out to spam an OTK, and the psychic part of them. I'm not really sure how the psychic part goes in there. I never really pay attention to them. But card curries, I hear they're really good, so that's worth looking into. I don't have much about these guys, so yeah, that's it for them. Onto a deck that I used to do. Fables. Fables are fun. They are really fun. Fables, they spam synchros, they ditch their hand like a bitch, they avarice everything back, and then they plus 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 off discarding like a bitch. They basically, there's a lot of multiple things. I mostly got rid of all mine, so I couldn't really give you an example, but it's pretty consistent. You got Galabus, which discards to pop a card monster on the field with defense less than his attack. And his attack is 1500, so I don't think there's many monsters out there with 1500 or less attack. I mean, 1500 or more attack than that has more. Sorry, that has more defense than 1500. That's not many. So yeah, it's really good. There's another one called Kushano, which is when he's in the graveyard, you can ditch a card, Fable monster, to add him back to his hand. And it's a 3-star tuner, so he's really good. There's another one called Fable Cruise, which when he or she, I don't know, I think it's a she, is ditched, you can special summon a Fabled monster, level 4 lower, from your graveyard, that is accept itself. So basically you can special summon, you can ditch using him, special summon Galabus, you can special summon Raven, the main tuner, you can special summon, yeah, pretty much almost everything. There's also Fabled Grimro, which is like your Rhoda of the deck. When you control a face a Fabled monster on the field, you can ditch her, and then you can add any Fabled monster to your hand. So it's really good. So basically, you say you have Kushano on the field. You ditch your Grimro, search out a Cruise. When Kushano dies, he's in the graveyard. You ditch your Cruise, special summon, add your Kushano to your hand, special summon Grimro. Grimro's a 4-star. So you summon Kushano, Blacklist the crap out of him. That's one of the deck ideas that I used to use it like. And then Fabled Raven is when you can discard X number of cards from your hand. He gains for each card ditched. He gains a level, and he gains 300 attack for each. So you can ditch 3 cards. He becomes a 2500 beater, and he's also a 5-star. Plus, he's a tuner, so you can basically manipulate whatever the crap you want as your tuners. So yeah, and then Fabled Synchros. There's like the Unicorn, which is when you control equal number of cards in your hand as to your opponent, which is really easy for this deck. You can basically shut them down from using any effects whatsoever. Like the only thing I've seen people able to get out of it is just set. If they can't set anything, then they're basically boned over. Synchro is Kudabi. Kudabi is when you have 3 or less cards in your hand, I believe. He's not destroyed by card effects or anything, so you can only like remove him or attack him over. Oh wait, yeah, I think that's it. But anyways, so yeah, but then when you control, wait, no, I don't know, I just don't remember. Sorry. And then what else? There's Reagan, which is 5-star synchro. Summon him. If you draw until when you synchro summon, you draw until you have 2 cards in your hand. So you synchro, you have 0 cards in your hand, you draw 2. You have 1, synchro him, draw 1, 2, nothing. Yeah. There's also Fabled Valkyrus, which is he's an 8-star synchro, 2900 beat stick, and his effect is once per turn you can discard a fiend type monster in your hand, which is basically all your Fables, and then you can draw a card from it. So you basically plus 2 times off that. So it's really good. So yeah, that's Fabled. Next, there's something that I've seen that people use in conjunction with Fables, which is Dark Worlds. Dark Worlds are pretty damn interesting cards. They're not like they're kind of like Fables, but not really. They only get their effects when discarded by a card effect. Now, most people get confused with card effects and costs. So, like, say it's Raigeki, no Raigeki Break. Raigeki Break says when you can discard a card and destroy a card on the field. The discard is the cost, while destruction is the effect. So it can't really do much. So I got some of them right here. So there's Brow. When he's discarded, that's not a Brow. When he's discarded by a card effect, you get a draw card. So he basically replaces himself when he's discarded. So like Fabled Raven, he basically does that. Yeah. And then there's also Beige, which is when he's discarded by card effect, you can special summon him. He's a 4-star, 1600 attacker. There's also other ones, which is Gold and Silva, which is pretty much the same as him, only they're 5 stars, and they have 2300 attack. So yeah, it's Dark Worlds.